Hi, I'm Mary Crowley, and this is Zing, a show for children of all ages. May I please spend some time with you? I would like that, yes, I'd like that. Would you like that too? If so, stick with me. Here's what we will have today. We're going to have Lynn with a wonderful alphabet poem. The Sugarwood kids are singing Yellow. We'll go to the farm and see Lynn with her herb garden. We have Margot and Ian Crowley, who are going to talk about their time in England. They were living in England for 7 years. Now they've come back. We'll also have Paige Crowley, who is teaching little children. The color is yellow. Yellow sunflowers bloom in Vermont, and they are beautiful. There's my yellow bear, the star bear. There's a yellow tablecloth. I'm wearing yellow. And on the globe, which is a symbol of our earth. Our earth is round like a ball, but it's huge. Anyway, some of the land on the globe is yellow. The word is reed. Read, R-E-A-D. I tell you, you will have a better life, you will be more of a success, you will be happier if you read, or have people read to you. Reading is so important. If you read or have somebody read to you, you might read the Just So stories, or you might read my book, ABC Fun. Or you might read something about Curious George, or Jack and the Beanstalk, an old story. There are so many stories. The letter is R. Read begins with R. Red begins with R. Red. This ball is red. The easel, we are showing the red side. Red. The number is 12. An egg carton carries 12 eggs. Also, there are 12 months in a year. Let me sing happy birthday to everybody who has a September birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday September, happy birthday to you. I have decided to wear this elephant dress. It's full of elephants. Elephants are the largest land animals in the world. Did you know that? Do you know what color they are? They're usually gray. Lynn will be reading an ABC poem. She reads so well.
Welcome to Poetry Corner here at Zing. Today we're going to read A Nonsense Alphabet by Edward Lear, first published in 1846. A was an ant who seldom stood still and who made a nice home in the side of a hill. Nice little ant. B was a book with a binding of blue and pictures and stories for me and for you. Nice little book. C was a cat who ran after a rat, but his courage did fail when she seized on his tail. Crafty old cat. D was a duck with spots on its back who lived in the water and always said, quack, 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 quack. Dear little duck. E is an elephant, stately and wise, who has tusks and a trunk and 2 queer little eyes. Oh, what funny small eyes. F is a fish who was caught in a net, but he got out again and is alive yet. Lively young fish. G is a goat who was spotted with brown. When he would not lie down, he walked up and down. Good little goat. H is a hat, which was all on one side. Its crown was too high, and its brim, it's too wide. Oh, what a hat! I is some ice so white and so nice, but which nobody tasted, and so it was wasted. All that good ice. J was a jackdaw who hopped up and down in the principal street of a neighboring town, all through the town. K is a kite which flew out of sight above houses so high, quite into the sky. Fly away, kite. L is a light which burned all the night and lighted the gloom of a very dark room. Useful, nice light. M is a mill which stood on a hill and turned round and round with a loud hummy sound. Useful old windmill. N is a net which is thrown in the sea to catch fish for dinner for you and for me. Nice little net. O is an orange, so yellow and round. When it fell off the tree, it fell down to the ground. Down to the ground. P is a pig who's not very big, but his tail is too curly, and that makes him surly. Cross little pig. Q is for quail with a very short tail. He feeds upon corn in the evening and morn. Quaint little quail. R is for rabbit, who has a bad habit of eating the flowers in gardens and bowers. Naughty fat rabbit. S is for sugar tongs. Nippity-nee to take up the sugar and to put in our tea. Nippity-nee. T is for tortoise. All yellow and black, he walked slowly away, but he never came back. Torty never came back. U is for an urn all polished and bright. It's full of hot water at noon and at night. Useful old urn. V is for villa. It stands on a hill by the side of the river and close to that mill. Nice little villa. W is for whale, with a very long tail, whose movements were frantic across the Atlantic. Monstrous old whale. X is for King Xerxes, who more than all Turks is renowned for his fashion, a fury and passion, angry old Xerxes. Y is a yew, which flourished and grew by a quiet abode near the side of a road. Dark little yew tree. Z is for zinc, so shiny and bright, it causes you to wink in the sun's merry light. Beautiful zinc. And that is the end of Edward Lear's alphabet book.
Thank you, Lynn. That was terrific. The children at Sugarwood School will be singing the word yellow and making you understand the letters.
Hi, I'm William. Hi, I'm Sammy. Hi, I'm Grayson. Hi, I'm Ari. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Like the early morning sun when the day has just begun. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Daffodils and baby ducks are yellow. Lemonade and scrambled eggs are yellow. I like the happy face that's yellow. It is such a happy fellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. The name of this letter is Y, and the sound of of it is Y. The name of this letter is E, and the sound of it is S. The name of this letter is L, and the sound of it is L. And in yellow, there's 2 L's. The name of this letter is O. The sound of this letter is O. The name of this letter is W. And they go together and they say O.
Thank you so much, children. The DesMarais Farm is a wonderful place, a magic place.
I'm going to show you how I plant an herb garden. Herbs are one of our most important plants. We have used them for centuries, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, to make us feel better. They were used for medicine when we didn't have medicines like we do today. They are used to make food taste better. They are used for beauty. Welcome back to DesMarais Farms. This is such a pleasure to have you come back. We're now in August, and middle of August, and you came and watched me plant this herb garden. This herb garden has grown so well. I think you may remember that I put the basil sign in with the basil. These are our basil plants, all 3 of them, and they have been keeping ahead of me all year. I come out virtually every day to harvest some, but it's growing, they're growing like mad. The only thing I have done in this garden this summer is made sure that there was some water. Now, most of these herbs like hot, dry conditions. Therefore, being out here on this deck in the sun has been perfect for their growth. We're very, very fortunate to have this nice warm place and sunny place to put them. Over here, we have the oreganos. Now the basils we're going to use for pesto. We use them with tomatoes and cheese to make a wonderful salad. The oregano I use a little less of. I love growing it because it is so pretty. Over here we have sage. Sage is something that I will cut and dry and use with my turkey at Thanksgiving. I do love these variegated species of plants and herbs because I think that in addition to tasting really good, they are more diverse and they're just so pretty. So good. This is a pineapple sage. This is one that I just eat because it really does have a little taste of pineapple. And finally, hiding over in this corner, but loving the sun and the hot dry, is my rosemary and thyme. And for thyme, I use this in poultry dishes, and mainly I'm going to use it to dry it. So I just wanted to show you how our herb garden did, and thank you so much for coming back to our farm.
Lynn, you are an amazing farmer. Margot and Ian Crowley are going to talk about their 7 years living in England. And they're going to talk about what they might remember later. I'm here with Margot Crowley. She has been living in England for almost 7 years. Now she's back in the United States, and she and her family are going to stay here. I'm going to ask her a few questions just to give you an idea of what she thinks about her time in England. Margot, I'd love for you to tell us what you think you'll remember about living in England, maybe next year or years later.
I'll remember the countryside, how pretty the hills were, and even though there weren't mountains and stuff that we have in America, it was still really pretty and green and nice.
And you took walks, did you not?
Yeah.
And you saw green hills and some animals?
We saw a couple deers on some walks, but mostly really pretty birds and some rabbits and lots of wildlife.
Okay. It really was beautiful out in the country. You lived out in the country.
Yeah.
You didn't live in the town or a city.
No, we lived in the country.
Okay. How about school? Who or what do you think you'll remember?
I'll probably remember all my friends. My best friend was Fiona, and I liked her because she was firstly a really good friend, and she liked what I liked, which was swimming at school.
And did you have a pool outside? Tell us a little bit about the swimming you did.
So we swam once a week at school, and then Fiona and I, we went to a separate club outside of school where we swam 3 times a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And did you have races?
We did occasionally have races, like galas and stuff.
Sounds wonderful. Maybe you'll continue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're here with Ian Crowley, Margot's brother, who also spent almost 7 years in England. And I'd like to ask you the same question I asked Margot. What do you think you'll remember next year or a number of years from now about living far away in England?
I really enjoyed living in the countryside, and I think I'll remember that.
Now, what do you mean by that? What could you do in the countryside? What did you do?
We picked berries, made tree forts, ran around a lot.
I remember. Took walks?
Yeah, loads of walks.
That's what I thought. Because you were in the country.
Yeah, we ride on our bikes, played sword fights with sticks.
Good. You were outdoors a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I love being outdoors, outside. I think it's good for all of us.
Same.
All right. What else?
Playing cricket.
What is cricket?
It's
Because cricket is a little bug here. What is cricket?
It's an English game where someone bowls the ball at you.
Bowls the ball like bowling
Yeah,
along the ground.
over arms throw.
Over the head. Okay.
And comes at you really fast, and you have to hit it away with a cricket bat. And
You
then
have a cricket bat.
And then you have to run back and forth with your partner and hope someone doesn't catch the ball. If
Okay.
you do, then you're out.
And did you play cricket with other schools?
I played matches against other schools, but I was supporting my school.
Right, you were playing for your school.
Hmm.
Okay. I wonder if you'll be able to play cricket here. Would you like to?
Probably.
Okay. I don't know if the schools here have cricket or
Me
not.
neither.
You'll find out because you're going to start school soon.
Yep.
And is there anything else you think you'll remember?
I really like getting our dog Sasha. She's a Labrador / Husky, and
She's Labrador and Husky.
yeah,
2 different kinds of dog.
into one. And she was living in Romania as a street dog, and we rescued her and took her in, and she's very loving, and she's very loyal and protective because if the mailman comes or something, she'll start barking.
She's a good dog, isn't she?
Good dog.
Thank you, Ian, so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
While Margot and Ian were in England, they learned to floss. It's a move. It looks like a dance move. And here they are, doing the floss. Thank you, Ian and Margot. Paige teaches little children. She will first of all do an ABC song, and then she'll talk about teaching little children.
Well, I know a little game and it goes like this. And the name of the game is the alphabet twist. You gotta do the that and you gotta do the this, 'cause the name of the game is the alphabet twist. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Paige, what do you like to do with little children?
Well, I like doing arts and crafts.
Now, what do you mean by arts and crafts?
We made a sink for Hygiene Week. So we colored the soap in the sink, and then the kids glued it to the paper plate.
Did they wash their hands afterward?
Of course.
Okay. You said arts and crafts. What, for instance, might you do that could be considered an art?
We made a salad, so we colored the salad, and then we had little pieces of tissue paper, and we squished them up and glued them on the paper plate for the salad.
So when you got through, what did you have in the salad?
Tomatoes, lettuce, carrots. I think that was it.
Okay. So they got the idea that salad was a good thing to eat then.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that you like to read to the children.
I like reading books that teach them lessons.
For instance, what kind of lesson?
Brushing your teeth, not going outside at night by yourself without your parents.
What do you say when you talk about not going outside without your parents?
Well, you should always ask permission, and you shouldn't go by yourself after dark because it's unsafe.
Yes. And do they know what that means?
Yeah, they do.
Good. What kinds of subjects or stories might you read to the children that people might not know about?
I like adventure books.
Adventures, for instance.
This one book I read was about eating candy, and then it made them like grow bigger. And
So it was a special kind of candy?
yeah.
All right, and then what happened?
Oh, it made the kids, it was like bunny candies, and then they turned into bunnies.
Oh, that's fun. And then did they return to their normal selves, or did they continue to be bunnies?
I think they continue to be bunnies.
Okay. All right, what else do you like to do?
I like teaching them things about shapes and...
Shapes, what kinds of shapes?
Well, all the shapes. Circles, triangles, ovals, stars. We have a shape of the week, and a letter of the week, and a number of the week.
Very good. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share that you do with the children that you really enjoy? Singing, you said you like to.
Oh, singing, yeah. We do a welcome song.
Do you
when
welcome
they
somebody,
first
or
walk into the classroom in the morning?
Oh.
Yeah.
And you kind of all sing the song to
It's
welcome
like a
each
hello
other?
song. Yeah.
That's great.
It's fun.
And how about any other song?
There's a cleanup song.
Excellent.
Yeah. After we finish playing in the morning.
Okay, so you are certainly enjoying your time with the little children, right?
Yes.
And hopefully you will eventually be teaching little children in school.
Hopefully.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We painted together. Paige likes to paint patterns and just do shapes. However, I had a mug with this animal on it, and she did this, all with her paintbrush. And then she did another one, and again, she did patterns. I'm going to be drawing from this elephant that I'm holding. My drawing won't look exactly like this. It doesn't have to. You could draw an elephant. All you do is draw a big oval for a body, and you draw a head, and you draw a big trunk, and 4 thick legs and a tail, and you've got an elephant. I'm going to sort of sketch it in first with a crayon. And I'm looking at the way the trunk goes around, like this. And then down here, and then here's the elephant's mouth down here. The tusk comes from out here, and then his mouth is open. Here is the big ear, and there's one kind of elephant that has a bigger ear than the other, but we don't care about that. Here is the eye right here. It's sort of very much like our eye, really. All right, here we go, down we go, and let me get in kind of the body. Here it is, and it comes down from here, and it really does need to be a little longer. All right, and then I'm going to put a leg coming like this, and another leg like this, and another leg like this, and another leg, and a tail. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take something called an oil pastel, which is darker than the black crayon. So here we go. Here's this, and I hope the paper doesn't fall. If it falls, I'll have to put it back up again. Here is the trunk, the funny trunk. Elephant uses its trunk. Here is a tusk. Unfortunately, people are killing animals for the tusk. It's a terrible thing. They just want to kill the animal, take the tusk, sell it, make money. Here's the eye. Now here is the floppy ear, big floppy ear. And here we go. Here's this. And need to make it longer. So I'll have to go way over here. And here is the elephant's feet are big. They really are very, very, very big. Here's another one. And the body comes down. And here's another one. And it's big at the bottom. And this last one you can hardly see, but it's there. There. And out of here comes the elephant's tail, like this. And I guess that's all we have room for. The elephant's, it has sort of saggy skin, so I'll put that there to suggest it. And that's my elephant for the day. Always remember, you are a star. That's why I'm going to bring the star bear every time. You're a star because you're different from everybody else. You have something special about you. You may not know what it is yet, but you'll find out. You're a star, yes you are. You're a bright and shining star. Yes you are, special star, special, special, special star. I want to wish everybody who's going back to any kind of school just the best of luck. I don't think anybody realizes how lucky we are to have the schools we have. May your September be merry and bright.